Hey, welcome back, guys. Hope everybody had a good Christmas and a good New Year. Hope you didn't get too drunk, get a hangover, any of that mess. I know it's been about 3 weeks since we posted a video. Quite honestly, I haven't touched the bike until today. I've been busy working on my Mustang, so we'll go over go over a few things I'm doing today, and hopefully try to keep it interesting. And so stick around. All right. So first thing we did was took the tail piece off because I'm gonna have there it is over there. I'm gonna have Tommy repaint that thing just solid black. Go with the regular motif of the bike without that that stuff. Just not my thing. That's all. No big deal. So we pulled the carburetor off. I was gonna pull it off anyway to clean it, but here's the 48, the clamp. This is the previous velocity stack we were running on it. Of course, the Novi I'm gonna run on it. So I bought another Mikuni. I bought another Mikuni 48. I'm not gonna mention any names, but I bought it from a guy with a proven tune-up and combination for the C45 fuel that I'm running on this bike. So I will be changing to a different Mikuni 48 one, and I got to take this boot off because the other one comes with a different mounting system. So I'm not going to mention who I got it from, but just know that it works well, and I'm excited to get that on the bike, and actually probably will actually run some better numbers with it. If I had to guess, the tune will be a lot closer anyway. Won't have to move it around too much. Let's see. We got the we took this battery, stock Harley. Oh my God! I believe them when they tell them things weigh 14 pounds. So we're easily shaving 13, 14 pounds off the bike just by taking that battery out of it. So I gotta work with the cables a little bit to get them. And there is a way to side mount those on this battery right there. So I don't know, I may pull them down a little bit. I have to work on that. And then once I get the battery connected, then I'm gonna have to come up with some way to strap it down to the box because it's considerably smaller. It cranked over the silver bike just fine with a 13.5 to 1 compression, so that ain't no big deal. Got the broken taillight off of it. It was just some cheap Amazon shit, so I'm gonna try to find some little smaller LED to put on here. I might end up cutting this down a little bit, but that bracket I made to mount the taillight on anyway, so kind of came loose there a little bit. What else? Okay, so next thing I got to do is pull the back wheel, pull the much as I hate to, I probably will pull just the slip-on megaphone off of it, pull that off the bike, get it out of the way. I got to drop this out of here, take the chain guard off, get the front sprocket off because I'm gonna have it machined down for the 520 chain, and talk about my maintenance. Now granted, I didn't ride this at the last event, somebody else did, but I think that chain has reached the end of its lifespan anyway, and it's a 530, so I got to buy a new back sprocket. I'm going to stick with the same gear ratio. I'm going to put just a 520 version of that on there, so just a quick phone call to Sprocket Specialist will get that on the way. That'll be about $100. It cost me, I'm wanting to say the last one I had machined down for the silver bike to run 520 was about $100 to get that one machined down, and they radiused every single tooth perfectly. It turned out beautiful. But that's really as far as I've gotten with it, I'm gonna probably take this fairing off. I really want to put an XB front fairing on it, possibly something in fiberglass. I don't know. I'm gonna probably put something in fiberglass because this ABS is quite heavy. It's quite heavy, so I may try to find something fiberglass to put on the front of the bike. I still haven't done anything with this yet. I want to move this shift light and mount it on a solid aluminum, some kind of aluminum, probably up here on the corner, something aluminum that's really stout and stiff to the front end, so I don't have to worry about it falling out of that bracket. And you know, I bought this bracket from Brian Harris, and it works a lot better than the one that came with it from Schnitz, but I still had that thing coming out of there. And I think it's because if you watch the bike idle in any videos or revving it up, the fairing is going like this when you're revving the bike up. So I don't really care what the hell you mount this to. It's just a bad place to mount it on this fairing, so I need to put it up here somewhere. And that's one of the projects. I was looking at possibly buying a Magura little micro brake, but I'll be honest with you, man, this Suzuki stuff don't weigh nothing, and I think it would be a waste of money for me to buy that other master cylinder, because I don't think it's going to be any lighter than what I already have on there. So if I'm going to spend money on things that are lighter, it's certainly going to be something that's lighter, especially if I spend a couple $100 on a master cylinder. One of the single best things I could do, obviously, once I get the wheels off, I'm going to pull both wheels. I'm going to put ceramic wheel bearings in it. And between that and the chain, that rolling resistance, that'll help out with ETs. The carburetor, I'm hoping changing out to a known, proven, tuned carburetor for a similar engine displacement will make a difference. One of the things that would really make a big difference on this, but I just don't have the money for it, would be a set of either Marvick magnesium wheels. But the problem is the front one is a 2001 GSXR 750 front wheel, and the back one is a 1995 GSXR 1100 wheel. So I can't buy BST. If I bought a BST set of BST, like carbon fiber wheels, would make a world of difference, but the cost is just hell. I could build another engine probably for what the wheels cost. So that would be out. If I come across a good deal on a Marvick modern-ish front wheel, or even a BST front wheel, I may put a carbon front wheel on it. But the back wheel, I think, is going to be nearly impossible for me to come up with a lightweight version, because I built this bike around a 95 1100 wheel, which there's no aftermarket support whatsoever for that. So there's that. So that's just a rundown, really, on the limited amount of things I've been fooling with on this bike, because like I said, I haven't really worked on it. When the weather is really nice, I've been outside working on the Mustang. There'll be a video coming on that on our backyard racing stuff channel. Get to talking too fast, can't get it out. There'll be a video coming on that on the other channel. But as far as the OG goes, it's been sitting for a minute, but I haven't forgot about it. It's my this bike is my pride and joy. If you go back and watch the videos, you can see what I started with. It was a real piece of work. I'm super proud of this bike. Built every bit of it with my own two hands. Very proud of it, and very much interested in making it better a little bit at a time. I'm not going to do any more drastic changes on the bike all at once. I'm just going to slowly refine the process and make it a little bit better at a time. And maybe, who knows, maybe someday, maybe this bike will make an appearance in some kind of heads-up race or something. I don't know. I don't really have the money to build a really go-fast engine for it. I tried that. It didn't work out too well. Some of those parts are sold off the silver bike. Some of them I still have. Some of them I have some pending sales. But this one's what I got. This is what I'm working with. And start off the new year right. We're going to work on making some small changes, make it better. Probably the first race I'll see this year will be the A1 Cash Days at Shadyside in what the hell's the name of that town in North Carolina? Shelby, North Carolina. It's down around west of Charlotte, out in the middle of nowhere. So it's pretty good little track. It's a really big event. Anybody who's anybody's there usually. There's a lot of pro bagger. It's a big, I won't say it's like a $10,000 payout for a pro bagger. So it's a really good race to go watch if you just want to go watch. If you're in the area or if you're close by within a few hours, you want to go see a hell of a good race. It's a place to go. Also, Roger's bringing back Hogs Gone Wild. They will be in at Silver Dollar. I'm wanting to say the first weekend in March. I had previously wanted to go to that, but I don't know that I'll be able to make it. My work schedule is kind of conflicting with a lot of races, and I have to burn up a lot of vacation time. Pretty much, let me break it down for like this. Every time I take a weekend off that I'm scheduled to work, I have to burn up 36 hours of vacation time. That's a lot. So the races that I can hit without scheduling vacation time, because I work every other weekend, I'm going to try to hit those, and I'm going to take vacation for a select few. So right now, Cash Days, and again, Hogs Gone Wild will be at Shadyside at some point. Hopefully I can make that one. Honestly, the AMRA finals at Rockingham, that's about the only 3 races so far I can really make a commitment to this season. I need to get out and do some quarter-mile testing with this bike once I get it back together and see where we're at. See how I can compete in index races. So I probably will make one. I've been looking at Bowling Green round of the AMRA. I may really put an effort into doing that. If I get this out and I'm running really good with the numbers that I want to run as far as an index class goes, I probably will try to go to the Bowling Green, Kentucky race. But as of right now, you got Cash Days, Hogs Gone Wild will be at Shadyside. That's 2 races at the same track, and then the AMRA finals at Rockingham. So far, that's all I've got commitment. Not really a commitment. That's what I'm going to make an effort to attend. The All Harley World Shootout is now done, over, never to be returned. Unless somebody buys the name and keeps it moving. I don't know. But anyway, that's a done deal. I'm going to miss that. I really enjoyed racing with those guys. Wish the best of luck to Paul Watson and whatever he decides to do. But that's a done deal. So that was kind of the deciding factor in me parting out the silver bike and just stopping with the non-baggers, because yeah, I can find places to go race in non-bagger class, but I just don't want to haul that far. I just don't have the money. I just don't have the money to make a bike run those numbers competitively. I can't afford to make one of these Harleys run 560s, 570s in the 8th mile. I just can't do it. I just don't have the money to do it. Don't have the money to do it. Even if I did have the money, that's still not a guarantee I would be able to do it, but the money is the limiting factor there. Plus, other things. But hey, index racing. We're going to try it. We're going to try it this year. Hopefully I can get to at least 2 AMRA races. I know the majority of them are up north. Milan, Michigan, West Salem, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. That's 3 rounds that are, well, the Milan round is about 10 hours away from me, and the 2 Ohio rounds are 6 and about 8 hours away from me. None of which I want to do with my old busted ass motorhome. The best I could do would be to throw this thing on my little open utility trailer and take Misty's Blazer and sleep in the back of the Blazer, which I'm not opposed to doing. I would do it. I raced like that for a long time. When I raced ProStar back in the day, I was sleeping in the cab of a pickup truck most of the time with no enclosed trailer, no nothing, just throwing tarps over stuff, and I would gladly do it if it gets me in the race. But I don't know. We'll just have to see how the bike's running, see how my mood strikes, see how the money is. We'll get out. We'll get some of this stuff done to this bike. I'll update y'all. But as always, thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. Appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your comments. I'm going to also build a spare bottom end for this winter. If you guys want to see how-to stuff, now keep in mind I'm not an expert by any means, just based on what I've learned over the last 3 years. If you want to see, like, in detail building a bottom end for one of these engines, stuff like that, drop a comment, man. What do you guys want to see? Let me know. Be happy to help. Okay, that's what I'm here for, to help. So help others do the same thing I'm trying to do. So thanks again, and have a good day.